Welcome to the Database Editor online tutorial. This video will provide an overview of the features of the Database Editor, outline the necessary steps to add a new material or modify an existing material, and demonstrate how to use these materials in WoodWorks sizer, shear walls, and connections. The Database Editor is a simple tool that stores the mechanical and section properties of the materials that are available in the WoodWorks software. You can view existing databases, create new materials, and customize material databases based on the availability of materials in your region. Upon opening the Database Editor, you will find a list of material databases which are grouped by database type and member type. This list changes depending on the inputs for both the database and member type. The database type can be selected as standard or custom by clicking on the drop-down menu. The standard database consists of materials such as sawn lumber and glulam, whose strength properties are published in the CSA 086 standard. These materials can only be viewed and cannot be modified or deleted from the database editor. The custom database includes I-joist and structural composite lumber from several proprietary manufacturers. Unlike the standard database, these materials can be edited, copied, and removed from the material database list. The member type can be selected as, but not limited to, beams, joists, columns, and wall studs. Let's have a look at standard database. You can view the material, species, grade, and section properties by double-clicking on the property of your choice, by clicking on the View Icon button located on the menu bar, or by clicking on the View Selection button, which can be found through the View tab. Note that you can access the Database Editor features by using your mouse, the shortcuts, in other words, the icon buttons located on the toolbar, or the menu tabs. The Material Properties box lists the material name, file name, and describes the material type from a list of preset materials. The Species Property box shows the self-weight of the material. The grade summarizes the mechanical properties such as specified strengths and modulus of elasticity for a specific species and grade. Finally, the Section Properties box, which summarizes the geometric parameters such as the size of the section, size factors, and stock lengths. The material property information in each of these dialog boxes have been grayed out because standard databases can only be viewed. We explored the View Icon button, but what do the other two icons mean? The Ignore button deactivates the use of a material, species, grade, or section within the WoodWorks software. By selecting any one of these properties and clicking on the Ignore icon button, a red X will appear to indicate its exclusion from the WoodWorks software programs. Make sure to save the material and then close the Database Editor application. Alternatively, you can click on the Close icon button. If you launch Sizer's beam mode and change the material to lumber, you will notice that Douglas fir larch is no longer available as a species option. This function can come in handy if the availability of certain materials, species, or sizes cannot be found in your region. The Use button allows selected species, grade, or sections to be used by sizer, shear walls, and connections. To activate a material, simply click on the Use icon button. The material is ready to use once there is a green check mark beside the desired material. If you launch Sizer's beam mode, you will notice that Douglas fir larch is now available as a species option. Changing the database type from standard to custom from the drop-down menu enables the user to edit the material, species, grade, and section properties of existing proprietary products. By choosing a custom material database, the material property information becomes accessible for editing. The Edit button is a feature that benefits designers in the event that manufacturers of proprietary engineered wood products update their design information, such as the bending properties. You have the option of editing the material database directly. Alternatively, you can make a copy of the original material database, rename the material, and select which property you would like to edit. The Properties window will open, at which point you can make the necessary changes to the copied material. Notice that by using the copied material with modified properties results in a higher shear and moment resistance than the original material database, as illustrated in the design results of this simple beam example. The delete icon is used to delete existing or newly created species, grades, or sections in a custom database. Click on the property you wish to delete and click on the Delete Icon button. A warning window will appear asking if you wish to delete the selected property. Click on OK to continue. To delete a material database, you will need to remove the file directly through File Explorer. Once you have opened File Explorer, click on Windows C, select Users, click on your name, and select the App Data folder. If you cannot see this folder, simply click on the View tab and select the Hidden Items checkbox option. Once you have selected the App Data folder, click on Local, WoodWorks, CWC, Canada, and then the version of the software that you are currently using. Look for the material database file name you wish to delete and click on Delete. Reopen the database editor and you will notice that this custom database material has been removed from the list of materials. Finally, one of the most important features of the database editor, the ability to add custom materials. The database editor can be used to add sawn lumber, glulam, structural composite lumber, I-joists, steel beams and columns, and CLT. This feature will be explored in the video entitled Database Editor Tutorial Example. Don't forget to watch our other training videos, follow our step-by-step tutorials, and browse through the user guide, all of which can be found on our website at woodworks-software.com. Thanks for watching!